Today, I'd like to talk to you about one of the most versatile tools that I use while hunting, and that's the rangefinder. Here, we have the HR700 TideWe rangefinder. Let's go over the external part of the rangefinder. First, we have a really nice camo pattern. Really like it. Starting at the top, we'll have the mode button, which will allow you to select 3 different modes, which we'll talk a little bit about later. The other is the power button. So this is actually what will power on the rangefinder, but it'll also be used when selecting things. We also have the focusing dial, and what that will do is it will allow you, when you're shooting, to actually get a crisp picture to your target just by turning it right or left. Then we have in the front the laser emitter, and then we got the laser receiver, and this is what's going to actually help in determining yardage and speed. The back of the camera, then we have a USB port and we have a charging indicator light. What that's going to do is it's going to allow you to recharge the battery that's in here. And the battery that's in here, I've used this so many times and it's still at full power. Let's talk about the LCD display. So this is what you're going to actually see when you have powered up. Starting from the top, you're actually going to have the battery power. Then next to it, you're going to help with the speed indicator. Then you're going to have the horizontal distance to your target. So it could either be in meters or it could be in yards. Then you're going to have an aiming target. And what that's going to be is just crosshairs. And when it's flashing, means that you can measure any distance around. Once it's not flashing, it means the target has already been aimed at. If you see an S next to the target, that means that you're in straight line mode. And then finally, you're going to have the vertical distance, and below that, you're going to have the angle. So the first mode that we're going to talk about is the straight line mode. So what I will do is I'll select this, and what I'll do, first I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to select the mode. I'm going to see an S in the screen, so that's how I know I'm in straight line mode. And then if I press the button and hold the button, the aiming target will be flashing. And what that will do is it'll allow me to lock on different objects and determine the distance. If I see an object that I really want to know the distance, all I'm going to do is press the button. It will not, the aiming target will not be flashing, and I will get how many yards away that object is. So when I do lock in on straight line mode, I will get the straight line distance, I'll get the vertical distance, and it'll also show me what the angle is. The next mode is the speed mode. And what I'm going to be able to do is, if I saw a deer walking through the woods, what I could do is press the power button and just hold on to them. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell me the speed to distance. The final mode is the horizontal and vertical distance. What this will do is it'll give you the horizontal distance and it'll give you the relative vertical distance. Let's talk about the accessories that you get with the HR700 rangefinder from TideWe. You get a great holder, and listen to that. Listen to that magnet. That's the one thing. TideWe products really have strong magnets, so that'll make sure that it doesn't slip out. Then what you can do is put this on your belt and you'll be able to carry it around with you. Most of the time, I just carry this in my backpack. We got our charging cable. So this will just go from a standard USB then into the camera. You'll just plug it in. Then the other nice thing is you actually get a really nice handle. And basically, most of the time I'm hunting, I always have it ready to go. And should I need to lock it in, and then I can get ready to shoot. So those are the accessories that you will get with this unit. One of the applications of using a rangefinder is to do target practice, you know, with your bow or gun. Another reason to have a rangefinder is while hunting. It's a very important tool. For one, I set up markers throughout where I have my stands. I'll set up a 20, a 30, and a 40. And by using the straight line mode or the vertical to horizontal, I'll know where to set those markers. The other mode that I use is the speed mode. And what I can do is actually lock in on the animal and move it and determine how fast is that deer moving. Another use for my rangefinder is actually setting up my decoys from my blind. Another great use of the rangefinder is setting up my decoys. Really like to have my decoys from my blind 25 to 30 yards. So another great use for the rangefinder.